If you are an exhausted mom and you feel like your life is a chaos because it's all about to-do lists and it's all about what you need to do, but there is no time for yourself at all, just know that you are not alone. I think there are more moms who feel this way than we care to admit. I think being a mom today is much more complicated than it used to be back then. Even if our parents say that it has been hard for them, I think now it's much harder than it was. Back then maybe it was enough for the man to work alone, but now you can barely live from one salary. You almost need in every country or in most of the countries to have two working parents to be able to take care of your mortgage, your children, the children after school activities, etc., pay a daycare. Not even mentioning that you have household to do, and somehow you also have to put picking up the kids between long working hours. It sometimes just feels impossible to spend some time for yourself and for your needs or for things what you would like to do or even what you want to achieve between work, school pickups and household. But I have 4 tips for you that you can do and implement in your life that could actually make it easier for you and make it easier for you to achieve your fitness goals and rise from the chaos. The number 1 tip is to schedule everything. Write down everything. When I was going through a burnout and I had to visit psychologists, the first thing that we actually set straight is my schedule. So what I advise you is just write down what you are doing right now and make a schedule for yourself for every day, what you are going to do. If you are working and have meetings, put that also in the schedule between 8 to 9, 6 to 7, 10 to 11, 17 to 18, like in the afternoon, in the morning. Schedule your whole day. Write down in a daily planner what you are doing during the day from 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, etc. Everything should be written down, and with that you can actually make a little bit sense and clear out your agenda a little bit and see where you have extra time. Tip 2, short movements. Not high intensity movement, but short movements. Implement short workouts into your routine. Exercise snacking is a valid thing and is very much useful. If you do not have 30 minutes, 1 hour or even more to do a complete workout, do just 5 minutes. Do 5 or do 10 minutes. If you have more times, do 2 times 5 minutes during the day. Once in the morning when you wake up, do 5 minutes. Don't think of that you need to change now, put on some clothes, whatever, just what you have on. Do that 5 minutes. Grab a pair of dumbbell and do a couple of exercises, 2-3 exercises for 5 minutes. And later, if you get time during the day between cooking, do another 5 minutes. And try to do this for 3 to 4 days a week. Tip number 3, low intensity movement. If you are exhausted, if you do not have time, think of low intensity movement. The short strength training, the short movements and the low intensity movements, these boost your metabolism and boost your energy. You do not have to do jumpy, crazy exercises, running, that will just drain your energy more and make you feel hungrier. Because those short intensity movements, I'm not saying they are bad, but if you are already an exhausting mom who feel low in energy all the time, you will not be able to take those movements. I remember after my second pregnancy, my child was just not sleeping for at least 2 years or almost 3. High intensity movements that I used to do after my first baby were not possible for me anymore. I really used to enjoy high intensity interval trainings, but I was just unable to perform anything high intensity anymore for years after my second birth because I just lacked sleep. I lacked sleep for years. I still lack sleep when my kids are bigger, but then I was utterly exhausted and a high intensity training was just simply not an option when you are already low on energy. Instead, 30 minutes walking outside, it will very much boost your energy, your metabolism, and it will also boost your mood. You will feel a little bit better. It's very important to go outside, do your walk outside if possible. If you have a walker at home and you can't leave the house, then do it there. Doing these low intensity movements that create energy a little bit without feeling us exhausted, they are very important and they are very useful. You can also get some steps in and they will help you burn more calories during the day. My bonus tip is within that, as I said, try to do this low intensity walking outside, because if you are already in this overwhelm mode, this overstress, overwhelm, not seeing outside of the to-do list, it might get you into a burnout at some point. And if you have depression or burnout like I had before, I always got advice from doctors to go outside and try to see nature. So it's not necessarily that now you have to go to the forest or the beach or the wood. Any kind of nature, like anything green that you see outside or water, will already reset your mind. So these are also very important for you to just reset your mind, and will also kind of like calm you and relieve you from the stress mindset. So this was the bonus tip, and actually my last tip is to eat more protein. Eat more protein and pair it with fiber. Fiber is usually the grains, the fruits and the vegetables. So try to eat high protein diet with fiber, fruits and vegetables, grains, and already make sure that you are already eating enough protein in the morning for your breakfast. Don't skip breakfast, either because you want to lose weight or saying that you are not hungry. That breakfast with a high protein, that is at least a 25 to 30 gram protein, is going to boost your energy and your metabolism. You might feel overwhelmed in the afternoon because you have skipped breakfast and you didn't have enough fiber, because protein is boosting your metabolism and is also helping you feel full for longer and is also regulating your blood sugars. So if you feel crashed in the afternoon, it can be because you did not sleep enough, but it can be also because you did not eat protein enough, because the protein would just regulate your blood sugar levels, and if you skip that protein, there is nothing to regulate your blood sugars and you will crash around 2-3 p.m. in the afternoon. These were for my tips today. Please comment, have you ever tried any of these tips? How do you feel? Did you experience burnout? Did you experience depression or burnout postpartum? Have you overcome it, or are you still in the process of overcoming it and healing, getting better? Let me know, let me help you.